Now for our feature story of the day. Let's discuss. Stock to flow model shows the Bitcoin price hitting $500,000 per coin as per PlanB. So here is the latest. The headline reads, Bitcoin price tipped to hit 500,000 in 2025 by stock to flow creator PlanB. And shout out to PlanB, by the way. He also recently just tweeted, my forward guidance for 2024 and 2025 has not changed since October of 2022 when Bitcoin was below 20 G's. He wrote, rise into the April 2024 halving, check. Halving around stock to flow model value, 55,000, check. Pump after the halving, check. Question mark, 2024, Bitcoin crosses 100,000. May be happening soon. And he also put question mark, 2025, reach stock to flow target is a range between 0.25 million, which is 250,000, to $1 million. And here's the initial tweet from October 6, 2022. My forward guidance for the next 3 years, 2024 halving is a coming, and the increased scarcity stock to flow ratio will pump the Bitcoin price just like 2012, just like 2016, and just like 2020. And just recently, stock to flow shows us a new red dot, which means bull season is here. That's right. So let's break this down a little further. I just shared with you the tweets. I want to know your particular insights on his thoughts of Bitcoin hitting 500,000 by next year in 2025. Do you think that'll happen? And can you see 100,000 occurring in 2024 as he outlines in the tweet? Let me know. He also listed a couple of events, including the Bitcoin halving, as we mentioned, and the 2025 price jump of Bitcoin, reflecting his positivity of Bitcoin and the future. Of the 5 items that he featured on the list, PlanB ticked the rise into April 2024 halving, the halving around the stock to flow model, value of 55,000, as well as the pump after the halving, suggesting that they have been completed. The next milestone to hit, according to PlanB's insight, is getting Bitcoin to that 6-figure milestone of 100,000 per coin this year. This feat may not prove difficult for Bitcoin, considering that it currently faces almost zero resistance in its quest to reach a new all-time high. Now, Into the Block data suggests that the coin has found support between 68.7 and 70,800. Riding on this, the Bitcoin price is headed to 80,000 by the end of this month of June and to $100,000 by the end of the year. Send it. This speculation supports an earlier position taken by Mike Novogratz, Galaxy Digital CEO, in the matter of the Bitcoin price. Novogratz also explained that if the price of the asset soars to 73,000 next week, it can rally to 100,000 towards the end of the year. And while the journey to achieving 6 figures may be closer than expected, PlanB's 500,000 prediction seems like a lofty height for Bitcoin to achieve in a matter of a few months. It happens to be one of the highest Bitcoin price predictions in the last few weeks. Well, just to clarify, he doesn't say it's happening anytime soon. He just says in 2025. So for example, cycle peak, which typically occurs within 18 months from the time of the halving. We just recently had the halving, right? April 19th. So he's saying by this time next year, or potentially before the end of the 4th quarter of 2025, Bitcoin can realistically hit 500,000 per coin, which is actually right in alignment with my personal prediction. It's right in the middle, because my personal prediction for this cycle peak, which is also in 2025, I say for the low, which is a bear scenario, 222,000. My bull scenario, 750,000, right in the middle. 500,000 as PlanB is projecting. So let me know your thoughts on his particular projection. You already know the markets are extremely bullish right now. Not only do we have nation state adoption like El Salvador, we actually have states within the United States of America adopting Bitcoin, right? As we've been sharing throughout this week. I forget exactly what state it is, but there's actually states adopting Bitcoin, like maybe Wisconsin, and putting it on the balance sheet, right, as a reserve asset. I think that's very clever. I think many more states are likely to follow. We call this game theory. I think we're going to see more ETFs being approved. And yeah, Bitcoin's going to do its thing. And Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no bottom. But anyways, welcome to the Q&A segment of the live show. I'm going to read as many of your comments out loud. Let me know your predictions. And when do you feel Bitcoin will tap 6 figures, 500,000, 1 million? And I'll read these out loud. So let's go. I got a $185 refund check from my insurance carrier yesterday. Every cent of it went into self-custody Bitcoin. Music to my ears, Hillbilly Will. Plan B is not saying 1 million like so many of the others. Right on, Surge. 150,000 at most, says Chris Klein. Is that for this year or for the cycle peak? 225,000, says JC Ice, end of the year. 500 to 750,000 is a cycle peak. Right in alignment with my personal prediction. I dig it. Novogratz has the tattoo of the Luna symbol. Never forget. I don't think we'll ever forget. That's for sure. I think of Novogratz, I just think fool with a Luna shitcoin tattoo. First thing that comes to mind. Don't matter how much good he has done in the world. If he has done any good, I have no clue. But nonetheless, Luna, tattoo, foolish. Something he'll regret for the rest of his life. The state of Wisconsin, thanks for the clarity there. Wisconsin, my island. That's what's up, Greg. Wisconsin, let's go. It's where I live, and when I heard, I literally cried. Wow, a lot of you guys are from Wisconsin. Respect, Chris. Hi, and all. Welcome to the freedom of the 70s, says a veteran hippie. This time in Bitcoin. Bitcoin 10 million in 5 years. Why so bearish, Triple T? Cycle peak, baby. The Wisconsin State Pension Fund has recently purchased 130 million worth of the biddies. Let's go. That gets me pretty lit. 150,000 December prediction, 150 this year. 500 peak. I'm peaking. That sounds pretty lit, especially considering right now we're at 70 G's, baby. Let's go.
JV told you and me 70 G's, baby, baby.
70 G's.
No, maybe, baby.
No, maybe. 70 G's, my baby.